Yeah. Okay, Ninasaimase Goshijin-sama, Jo-sama, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a while. I'm so happy to be back. I always forget how nice it is to stream. Because I get so busy with my other Butler work, but it is so nice. So, I'm happy to see you. And today we're going to play a game that I have never played before. It is called Assemble with Care. And from what I can tell, I don't even know why I own this game. I think I got it in like a bundle a long time ago. But it is called Assemble with Care, and from what I can tell, it is like a puzzle game where you have to do little tasks for people, for families who need things repaired. So, let's see. This is the start of the game. I don't know what that means. Oh. Okay, so this is probably just, oh, you have to press the eject button. I have, in fact, used a cassette player before, so I know how this goes. Oh, the sound design is so, like, pleasant. Okay. Okay, so we will put the cassette into the cassette player and close it. Oh! Ding, 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 ding. Oh, and plug your headphones in. Am I... Oh, is this the headphone jack? I see. I thought it was a record button. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's say Maria's Mix. Oh. New chapter added, yeah. So this game came out in 2019, and I think this new chapter was added in like 2020, so.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between.
Hold on, let me check my, and check the sound levels and make sure it's okay. Yeah, that should be good.
But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey.
What a cute character.
A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
The phrasing of this is kind of confusing, so I think it's like a retrospective. Like she's telling the story of what she did here, but we are playing it as she describes it. Alright, unpack. Oh. Huh? Why did my live send again? Did I go live again? I don't know. Hello, Alex Sama. Yeah, it has been a while. I have been traveling so much for Butler work, but I'm very, very happy to be here and streaming and figuring out how to play this game. Oh, click on the clasps to open them. Well, I'm trying to. Oh, I see. It's finicky. You have to wait for the hand to look like that. How did all of this stuff not get knocked out of her suitcase?
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these.
Clunk. Just toss it. Alright.
Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish.
I can't say I wear scrunchies.
My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style.
Oh, I guess she didn't have anything to say about that one. What is this? Just a picture of her restoring a clock.
Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this.
Oh man, it's been a long time since I've used a disposable camera.
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off.
What is this? Huh?
I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service.
Earrings, I see. Wait, does she have something to say about this? Or...
I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
Ah, flyers. Like hand-drawn flyers. And passport.
My passport. Not many blank pages left now.
So I guess she travels all over the world doing her repair stuff. Yay, we completed the puzzle? I don't know. That wasn't really a puzzle, but I think we're just getting used to the mechanics of the game.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal.
Months?
Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl, and a voice she was longing to hear. It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time.
Thank you for the follow, Lucid Flesh Sama. Welcome, welcome. Okay. We are playing a puzzle game, but so far it's a lot of voice acting. It's a lot of voice acted text, which is cool because it's a small game.
As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
Who... I mean, she's like wearing overalls, but who walks up to some lady you've never seen before and go, "Hey, I don't know you. Can you fix something?"
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers.
I know
She
what a 7-year-old
rummaged
looks
around
like.
in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore.
Real.
I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Metal thing. This is such an interesting art style for like a puzzle game, and also for a like a puzzle game where you have to fix things because it's like shifting all the time. Alright, so we've got a pencil, cassette that's obviously unwound, batteries. Oh, coffee is just our save point. So my instinct is to take the screwdriver and rewind the cassette. Maybe that's not a thing I can do. Is there anything I can do with a screwdriver at this point? No. Do I have to... Okay, I have to put the thing into focus first, I think. And then I can... Nope. Doesn't look like I can use the screwdriver on this. Can I use the pencil and rewind it? Ah, I see. That's what the pencil is for, not the screwdriver. Fair enough.
Why did you do that?
Because I have rewound, not cassettes I don't think, but VHS tapes for sure. Oop. Oh, I have to physically wind it. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Oh. There we go.
How did you do that? I didn't see.
Open your eyes, it took me a while. Okay, so cassette is fixed. What was the issue? Good evening, Dionysus-sama. Have a good lurk. So what's the issue here? Pop the cassette in. Close it. And...
Still not working. Something else must be wrong.
Can we, like, turn it over? Because it looks like it probably doesn't have batteries. That's the issue. This is very satisfying. It's a little finicky, but it is very satisfying.
Ah, those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Yeah, these look old. I'm surprised they aren't corroded. Clunk and clunk. And then put the top back on. And put the screw back in. Oh, there we go. Wait. Huh? Oh, we need to turn it around so we can press play. There we go. Now the power button's on, and we can press play.
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight. Good night, my darling.
That's so sad! Oh my gosh! I assume that's a recording of her mom. That's... yeah, like old music box music with her mom singing over it. And she hasn't been able to listen to it? No wonder she was coming up to random strangers asking them if she could fix it.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill.
I called it and I'm very sad about it. This is the first, like, real puzzle and it's already emotional.
When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. Part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Well, I hope not all of the chapters are as sad as that. Because that really just came out of the gate swinging. Alright,
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles.
She's paying to stay at a hotel? With what money?
The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Well, it's not dead mom sad, but it's definitely bad family relationships sad. Alright. First things first.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
That is a hard one. With this sort of a thing, I don't think you would necessarily have to see the glue, but I do think you would probably see the, Oh, I see, the cape goes along this bottom bit. But I do think you would see... Oh, I didn't realize the glue just started going. Alright. Okay, I need another leg. This is the leg, so let's glue this.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
Torso. And then... Oh, his arm, I guess? Oh, I see. Another part of the torso. And then... I'm really surprised the cracks are not showing. Oh, they kind of are. You can see them just a little bit if you're really looking for them. This reminds me of when I had to glue my microphone back together because some of the boys in the cafe were playing a game of catch with the beach ball.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
It's a small statue. I don't think it'll be an issue. But yeah, they were playing catch with a beach ball when I wasn't looking, and one of them knocked into my microphone, and my microphone knocked into my computer and shattered, and then I came back into the room, and no one really said anything. Not even sorry, really. So that was great. Still has cracks in it. But I was mostly able to piece it together. Luckily, the microphone part still works. Yeah.
Thank you, Maria.
We did it.
It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Oh, she's so baby in this picture. I would think this is closer to 7 than her current depiction, but...
Sorry. I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again.
It happens.
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
I mean, you just met this family, so don't project too hard.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Are we in England? Because this doesn't... The accents scream England, but the rest of the depiction doesn't really.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
Tough luck.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect.
Seasoning tips.
Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Oh, I was gonna say, hopefully it's nothing electrical, but I guess we actually are capable of doing electrical stuff as well. Are we gonna do soldering? Okay, So bell needs to bell. I just want to look at the phone. So all of that seems fine.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Sure, it's really none of my business. Huh? What am I trying to do? Alright, so you've got this. Oh, so your phone doesn't have the electronics in it. That's an issue. Take all these out. It would be so much easier if screws actually just collected themselves in a cup like that. I have a set of screwdrivers that is magnetic, kind of, on the tip. Like they have a magnetic coating, but... Oh, I see, the bell's cracked. That wouldn't stop you from being able to call someone.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
It's a rotary phone. What year are we in that you can't afford to replace a rotary phone? All right. Oh, I see. This one also has a screw on it. Luckily, all of the screws are the same size, so we don't have to keep track of where they came from. All right, there we go. Put the new bell on. Ding ding. Put a screw in. Okay. Yeah. And then the next bit is we'll have to see where the issue is with the wiring. Oh. Click the wire and drag it to the toolbox to detach it. What? Oh, it's a wire that we're just plugging in, I guess? That's strange. So we're not soldering anything, we're just plugging wires in. As
Looks
if
like
that's
this new
how
circuit board is
electronics
all
work.
hooked up.
Okay. I don't think that would work, but I'm glad it is working for you. Alright, screw back in. Top back on. Turn it over. Put the screws back in. All this DIY just makes me think of IKEA furniture.
Looks like there's still a screw missing.
What? There's not one missing. I'm putting it in. Hold on. I'm still actively fixing your phone. Okay, there you go. Alright, that was only minimally sad. They wanted you to feel a little bit bad because her cafe business is not doing well.
When
but,
I
like,
handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope,
I mean-
it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello? How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh god, I have to get ready.
I see. So she owes her sister money and is asking for more money, even though her business really isn't doing much. And it doesn't look like she's doing a whole lot to, like, promote her business either. She's kind of just like, well, they'll come in sometime.
Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Sure. Nice camera. I bet it's a film camera too.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
You brought your broken camera to a small town when you don't trust the craftsmen in a small town. And now you're, like, insisting that someone fix this for you? What?
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different.
I wouldn't judge her too harshly. I feel like she clearly doesn't want to be here, and she clearly has some issue with her sister, so... I mean, she's not treating you well, but...
Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong.
Have you taken the cap off? Because that's always a legitimate thing. Alright. Yeah, mirrored camera. Oh, that's cool that it, like, tells you how it works in case you aren't familiar.
You need the manual.
Are you gonna sit here and judge me? Okay. So, in case you aren't familiar with mirrored cameras, as opposed to mirrorless, which is most of what our present-day nicer digital cameras are, the sun goes onto this mirror. Like there's a reason why it's called a mirrored camera. There's a mirror inside of it. Sun goes onto the mirror. Mirror goes out. Sun goes into the lens, which is this, into the mirror. Mirror goes up into the area where it projects the image onto the film, and then it also gets mirrored to your eye as well, so that you can see what you're looking at. Okay, that's good. Thank you. There we go. What is this? Is this the mirror? That is an issue? Ah, yes. It's a mirror. Oh, it's reflecting different colors. Interesting. So camera conveniently has the same size screw as every other object in this world. That is extremely unrealistic. I just want to turn you around. Oh yeah, old school film camera with this. I mean, we really shouldn't. I'm assuming she doesn't have any film that could be ruined in here, but oh yeah, no, she doesn't have film. Because otherwise the film would be here. All right. Let's unscrew. Oh, here's the film. Speaking of, let's unscrew things. Boop. And boop.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Anyway, oh, how did you smash the... Okay, first of all, where is the rest of the mirror? Because there should be glass in here if you smashed it like that. But also, how did you smash the inner mirror? And only the inner mirror, and the rest of your camera is absolutely pristine. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, just click it out, which is pretty unrealistic, but there you go.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Here we
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
That's funny. Alright, I will also be nice to her and put the film in for her. Oh! It didn't like that. Hold up. Do I have to take off the top to put the film in? That doesn't really make sense, but... Or was this just to see it better? I guess? Why can't I put the film in? Huh? Hello? Do I have to, like, unwrap the film? I shouldn't. Okay, maybe I just don't use the film. Maybe I just put the camera back together. Maybe I just put the camera back together. Boom. And there's some more screws. There we go. Was there a screw here? No?
Still a few parts missing.
Hmm? What do you mean there's a few? No, I put it all together. It's good to go now. Bye. The issue you reported was that you could not see through the viewfinder, and you should be able to see through the viewfinder now. Maybe I can just put it in now. Nope. Oh, you have to put it on this side. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. The film
like
wraps
something
through
is
and
still
comes
missing.
out this side, because it has to go through this way. Yeah. Shush. Wow. So cool. I did it. I don't know that I was ever actually allowed to put in the film myself, so mostly I used disposable cameras as a child.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I'm surprised you're traveling with a disposable camera, because it seems like you travel a lot, and that's a lot of chances for the film to get ruined.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
3 months? That's so much. How... You know what? They're making it really difficult to find any redeeming qualities in this lady, which is not great character development, but okay.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford.
Mm-hmm.
It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better?
I think you said her sister's cafe was like next door, so it's probably why.
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
I literally just unscrewed some things, popped a mirror out, popped a mirror back in. It was so easy.
Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks
Fair.
I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
I mean, that's fair. You have every right to set that boundary with your family.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Are we fixing neon? Because I definitely don't have, like, the gas is necessary to do
The
that.
sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop.
Her sister's
Trying
literally
to live
already
up to the
here.
standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Yeah, that's the sad reality of a lot of small businesses, is like, sometimes there's just not a market for it, or you don't get the right people looking at your product, or... yeah.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components
It is
of
a
what
neon
looked
sign,
like a
I called
neon
it.
sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
No, there's no chance one neon sign is going to, like, make people come in. Plus she has, like, those like, folding signs you always see outside of cafes.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
How sure are we that this is neon and not like just electronics that we're snapping on? Is this all I have to do? There's glue here for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I have to take off the back plate to put in the power. Hello? Oh. A little bit finicky. Okay, now we take the back plate off, put the power in. Are you telling me that we have to glue this on? And now I've just broken it. This is... Really? We're really gonna glue this on. Alright, I'm gonna absolutely coat it in glue because it should not be glued on. No, I wasn't done. It's the most glue. It's gonna be oozing out the sides. Or I guess we're in the UK, so we call it paste instead of glue. Alright, we're gonna paste this on. No. Incorrect sound. Incorrect noise. That's not... I like the color scheme. I like that it's purple. Oh! Oh, are we meant to be wiring it? Okay, okay. Okay, wire goes to wire. Is it all good now? What? Why would that have been what I wanted to do? Okay. Put this back on. Did I say finicky? I meant frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna press the power button. Huh? Okay, so it works. There you go.
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea.
Huh?
I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe she was like, oh, thank you. She didn't even say thank you for fixing it. She was just like, it's working now, but I would like it better if it did this other thing that I didn't have the parts for. Conveniently, we do have the parts. Oh man. Okay, so we just put it on the... Or do I have to paste this one on as well? Oh yeah, just gonna paste these circuit boards on. A+ repair job, just a bunch of super glue. Awful. Okay, well that explains why there's more wires. What does this symbol mean? Wire connected, not connected? Do I... maybe it's like this? Yeah, that seems to work.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Oh my gosh. This is not how repair work goes. You do not sit there and watch someone repair your sign and then go, you know what, actually, could you add this feature? And then watch them completely finish that part of the job. And then go, you know what, could you actually also add this other thing? And she like paid with 1 cup of coffee last time too. Oh my gosh, how does our character pay for her hotel room? I don't know that she serves ice cream, martinis, or pizza. So I guess I'll just put ice cream, because I like ice- oh, nope, we can't do that either. Ah! Okay. No, I can't snap it on. Not allowed. Okay. Do I glue it on? No. Do I... Do I replace it with this? No. Okay, so this part stays. Let's try turning it around. Well, we have to put this on. Oh, maybe that's what the issue is. We have to glue this on first. Because that's how that works. Hold on. Okay. And then now maybe we can... No, not you. Ah, there we go. Sure. Let's pretend that's how that works. So we want this one to turn on with everything else, so it needs to be connected at the same time. There we go. That's kind of cute.
It works! I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Why did it reject my screw? Hello? What? There we go. Dun dun!
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
Neon signs are actually, like custom neon signs are actually pretty expensive, so it just kind of tells you what kind of small business owner she is, that she spent that much on decorations without having a customer base first.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For
To be
better or
fair,
worse, Helena had arrived.
It does seem like she opened a cafe in an area that was absolutely full of cafes already, so...
Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her.
I also don't know why she wasn't opening her cafe while we were working on her neon sign. That would have made sense.
Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
I don't really sympathize with either of them.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Yikes. Oh my gosh, we get to fix an old Game Boy. Game Boy Advance SP. That's pretty cool. Looks like we're about halfway through the game though, so... maybe I'll just do a little bit of chatting. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a little chatting, and then I want to get some dinner. So, yeah, that was an interesting game. It was a little less puzzly than I than I thought it was going to be. It was more like you just kind of did things step by step. Usually with puzzle games there's more thinking and like logic to them, and obviously this is more like an object placement type of puzzle game, so it helped that I knew what the objects already looked like with the cassette player and the rotary phone and stuff like that. And I mean, I guess kind of circuitry as well. I know what circuits are supposed to look like, and that wasn't really it. But having that knowledge probably helped. But yeah, it was kind of weird that, like, they just had you do things. It was kind of satisfying. It was pretty chill, but it feels more like you're just doing little bits and pieces to advance the story rather than it being about, like, actually playing the game. Which is why I don't really want to finish it, or take the time to finish it today. I don't really want to go with that game anymore. I could do something else, but I guess it's probably time to have dinner. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm hoping I'll be able to stream at least one more time, but I am flying out this weekend to LA, to California, to go see some of my maid idols and also one of my VTuber idols, who's like an actual idol. So yeah, I'm going to Idol Party, which would be super fun. And I also got tickets to see Asioru Cafe, their serving event with At Home Cafe. We have Hitomi and Shimu and Mitsuki who are coming from Japan. And I heard they're like, I mean, I know all of the seating sold out like within a day. So I don't think there were very many tickets. So it should be really, really a cool experience. Wee 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 wee. So yeah, I'm super excited about that, and I really need to like start packing and stuff because I have not done that yet. But yeah, hopefully this has been like a whole month of a lot of traveling for Butler work, and then this is gonna be travel for Butler fun. And then next week I have, like, right after, like, I don't even really come home after going to LA. I go right back into Butler work. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to be busy, but I'm really hoping that after that, once I get home next week, I'll have some more time to dedicate to streaming and stuff. And I also really want to like sit down and actually focus on finishing rigging my model, because, like, you know, I can do this way and I can do this way, and I can do like blushies and sparklies and dead face and dead eyes, which is cool, and like some up and down and stuff, but I really can't like turn my head to the side. It just kind of moves that way. So yeah, I need to like just sit down and do that, and also figure out if my free trial is over, because I think it is. So I need to figure out that as well. But yeah, thank you for stopping by today. It is good to be streaming again. It is good to be chatting with you who stopped by again today. I hope to see you more in the future. Hopefully soon. So yeah, iterashaimase, goshujin-sama. Thank you, and goodbye for now.